Okay. Hello there.
Phew. It's just you. Learn anything?
Island's haunted by a penitent. Spectre punishes the guilty for crimes, foul deeds.
Yep. And what foul deeds have you committed, buddy?
I'm the only
Speak.
one lives here, and I've hurt no one.
Sure.
Trouble not a soul.
We'll come back to that later. Just now, I need your help.
But what? I'm no warrior.
Guessed that already. But a curse grips both you and this place, and only you can lift it. Luckily, all you gotta do is light the fire in the lighthouse. Penitent's invincible as long as darkness covers the island.
I can't go outside. It'll kill me. I can feel it. Mayhaps you could.
I'll escort you. Now, no excuses. Grab some oil and let's go, before I change my mind.
Alright.
Look,
But we can't kill it while...
it's him.
Do we have to just keep it distracted while he goes and does that?
Now shut your mouth and go light the fire. Remember, you fail, the penitent will kill me, then come for you. Hurry
Alright.
up. Don't know how much longer I can manage this.
I just have to stall it, right? Oh, great. Why did it have to do that? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chill out. No, 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 no. Just keep attacking and get that adrenaline points up, because that way, if we lose our health, yep, it gets refilled. That's the way. Let's just keep attacking. Keep our adrenaline points up so that we don't die. I think that's gonna be my strategy right now. Because this is just too much to do anything else. Oh, no, we can't attack it. Okay, I'm guessing that's just a thing, just because. We can't actually kill it, but we need a... It's just a measure of how much we're distracting it, I guess.
Light, finally. Time to get this done.
Okay, nice. What's it doing? Ow. Oh my gosh. Wait, it used up my points when I cast it, when I cast my spell there. Used up all of them when I cast Quen. That was not worth it. It used up all my adrenaline points, I mean. Okay, so I feel like when our adrenaline points are maxed, it might be better to not even use Quen and just to...
A penitent. Good thing it hasn't appeared to
Okay,
me
wow,
yet.
okay, I have to do this part again.
Possibly kill it in this mist and darkness.
Yeah, I'll get back to where we were, but I feel, again...
Kills the cursed one.
Yeah, yes, Geralt, yes, Geralt, I understand, Geralt. You don't have to say it again.
What now, you piece of filth?
But again, what I was saying is... I don't even remember what I was saying. The point is, you get it. Okay, so it doesn't take damage initially. Okay. Ow. Just attack. Just attack. Don't worry about it. We'll get healed from our adrenaline points. Okay, and now it's taking damage because there's light. It didn't work that time. Did the adrenaline points have to be full? Hold on, I need to reread the ability description. Does the adrenaline points have to be full, or is there a cooldown to it?
Good thing it hasn't appeared to
Yes,
me
yes,
yet.
yes, penitent, blah, blah, blah. So, where is that ability? When vitality reaches 0, it will be restored with a bonus of 67%, requires at least one adrenaline point, which will be consumed. I had multiple. I had multiple
Killed in this
adrenaline
mist and
points.
darkness. Need that lighthouse working
So why
again.
didn't it heal me there? Does
If
it only
Nick is the
happen
cursed
once
one,
per combat
the curse
encounter?
binds him to this place.
Is that how it
You
works?
can light the fire that'll break the curse.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're back to fighting the penitent again. This time I'm not gonna rely on my adrenaline points for anything. I will not.
Right, finally. Time to get this done.
There we go. Just have to dodge the double hits for these guys, and then it's easy. So now, what did this guy do to get this thing on him?
Did it work?
It did. Still don't know what brought the penitent here, though. You'd best be careful.
I'd gladly thank you with words and gold. It's just my coin pouch is empty.
I know the feeling. So long.
Are we sure we don't want to press him for more
Thank you.
information?
If it weren't
Okay.
for you, I'd have died of hunger or fear.
I'm still curious what he did to invite that thing over. Since it was tied to him, it must be something that he did wrong. But whatever. I guess we're done here, so I will go over to this thing. This warp point, and we'll head back.
Foreigner, watch your step.
Okay. Hello there. He's still sitting in the same place.
Aye, Geralt.
Killed the monster from the lighthouse. Yep.
I killed the monster from the lighthouse. It was a penitent, very dangerous specter, and very rare.
Why did it ever appear on Eldberg? It's been a peaceful island always. Even sirens haven't nested there.
Someone.
If they don't get rid of the source of the problem, then it's going to come back, or worse things might come back. So we really do have to figure out what actually brought it here.
Committed a crime there. Did something terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind that. Let's talk about my reward.
Aye, yes, got it right here. Earned every last coin you did. And a round. Cheers to your health.
Again, I'm surprised we didn't press that issue at all.
So
Figure out
long.
what horrible thing they did that was bad enough to bring a penitent there. He said it was very rare, which means it must be a very bad thing that was done there, right? Yeah, regardless, contract has been completed. Man, these people make them all sorts of disgusting and annoying noises. I need to get away from them. So, quests. We've got one more Skellige secondary quest to deal with, it looks like. Oh, and we've still got... Wait, check what happened? No entry? Wait, what is this? Hold on. What does it mean, check what happened? Check what happened where? I'm curious what that even means. What do you mean? What do you mean? Check what happened? Is this some quest that I got just by running
Foreigner,
past it?
Watch your step.
What do you mean? Check what happened? Yeah, I guess I must have ran past this at some point.
The woodland spirit seeks revenge. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him. The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a plowing beast from the plowing forest.
Split his ribcage. The strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
I saw. I'll speak plainly.
Geralt. I'm a witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Just passing through. Looking for work.
This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
It sounds like you've got some work right here. What are you talking about?
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
Who or what is this woodland spirit?
Tell you what, it's not any of your concern.
It's a common beast. Murders any man who ventures into its territory.
Exhaustive as descriptions go. What does this spirit look like? Anyone seen it for themselves?
No man alive has.
Great. Really helpful, all of you.
Come on now, Geralt. If they saw it, they might be dead. So you can't be that complaining that much that they didn't go die.
Birds pecked apart his entrails. And here, tooth marks. A large dog, a wolf maybe. This the way it always kills?
Only cowards. True warriors. Men with the hearts of predators. The spirit grants them an honorable death.
What does that mean?
You said the creature wants revenge.
There are others who have died in different ways?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the woodland spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are uncreate. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
Doesn't
We
sound
are
so great.
slaves to fear spread by blind fools like you.
I mean, I agree with
These
this
woods
guy
are
in green.
ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
This other guy just seems like a religious nut job. So I'm all for whatever this guy in green is talking about.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
Bring back
I'll
the old
decide
ways.
what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
I've always wondered.
What do you witchers do once there are no
Anything else I can say? Talk to this guy about? Nope.
giants around? No trouble.
Friends
Okay,
we
I
show
can't.
heart, foes we show our axe.
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads.
Examine the tracks using ritual senses, find out what's killing the villagers. Yes, yes. Okay. Just continue on
Thin
our
and deep
path.
cuts, not unlike a razor.
We'll probably run into it before even having to go back and talk to them about payment. But we'll see. Whatever it is, if it bleeds, I'm sure we can kill it. Actually, even if it doesn't bleed, I'm sure we can kill it. We've killed ghosts after all.
Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows.
Okay, so we can't parry it. We just have to dodge it. Go away, wolves. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you.
Come closer.
No, don't say that. Okay, fine. I guess I have to attack them. Darn it. Why do I have to attack them? I don't understand. What's the point? What's the point in killing the wolves? Why are the wolves wanting to attack me? Alright, last one. Sorry, wolf. I have no choice. The game is forcing me to kill you. I would gladly just leave the wolves alone if I could. Okay, where am I headed here? This way.
Sharpened its
Flashes?
claws, or just marked off its territory. A Leshen. Male, very old.
Leshen?
Probably marked one of the villagers.
Marked. A Leshen that marked one of the villagers and is very old. So what does that mean by marked one of the villagers? My first instinct is that it marked that old guy who doesn't want it to be killed. And it has some sort of relationship with him. And he allows it to feed or something. That's my best guess. Okay, just looking around a little bit more, but... Yeah, I'm guessing that old man Oh wait, learn more about the Woodland Spirit by reading the Bestiary. Oh, actually I have to read the Bestiary for this. I mean, since we're gonna do that, we might as well read the Bestiary for all the ones that we haven't read yet. So let's catch up on that. It's been a while. Alright, cursed ones. Berserkers. Now finish your soup, or a berserker will come swallow you whole. Skellige mother scolding a child. Skellige legends speak of men known as berserkers who transform into bears when overwhelmed by battle rage. In doing so, they lose all self-awareness and are driven by a bloodlust, which they must satiate in order to return to a human form. Few believe these blood-curdling tales. However, not even in Skellige, where inhabitants usually treat even the least probable legends with the utmost gravity. This indicates either that berserkers are in fact mere figments of need-sodden imaginations, or else that they have learned to hide their abilities from the rest of the islanders. And we've learned that those do indeed exist. They are what crashed that party. Oh, is that what they were talking about? The person who was at the party that got crashed, but it was crashed by bears, not werewolves. But he was talking about like oh, did he say werebears or something? That must have been what he was talking about. Ulfhedin. Ulfhedin? What's that? Some kind of fish? Professor Artebis Johannes Rack, geographer, disappeared during a surveying expedition in Skellige. Ulfhedin are a breed of werewolf found mainly in Skellige. The harsh and barren conditions of the Isles might explain why they primarily hunt men and are stronger than their continental brethren. Okay. I mean, are they stronger than their continental brethren? In that case, would I be able to go and defeat that that werewolf that I saw before in the continental area before? I probably could at this point. The one near that cursed tree that turned into a horse. Older and particularly dangerous Ulfhedin are called Vorifs. Only a few daring warriors in all of Skellige's history have managed to defeat an Ulfhedin, and each of them is commemorated in ballads as a hero to this day. I wish I could see, like, now if I scroll, I don't know if it's new or not, and that concerns me. Can I just, oh, I can do this. Okay, that way I can scroll without knowing if I've read it or not. Jinns. A pitcher emitted a puff of glowing red smoke. The smoke pulsated, then gathered into an irregular sphere, floating in front of the poet's head. The first longing, a tale fantastic in all ways. So it was contained in a pitcher? A Jinn is a powerful air spirit, a condensation of the power of said element endowed with consciousness and character. The latter, usually nasty. According to legend, Jinns can grant even the most far-fetched wishes, though they do so begrudgingly. In that case, would we be able to ask the Jinn? The Jinns that we found, would we, if it can do any wish, would we be able to ask the Jinn to like teleport us to Ciri? Or to like unconjoin the spheres? Or to destroy the Wild Hunt? How far can you go with the wishes of the Jinn? Unusually powerful mages can capture and tame these beings. A mage who succeeds in doing so can then draw energy from such a spirit, using it to cast spells without having to summon the power from traditional sources. Only a handful have ever managed this feat. However, for Jinns fight to avoid such a fate with stubborn determination. To imprison a Jinn and bend it to one's will, one must first weaken it, and that is no easy task. Fighting Jinns is extraordinarily difficult. They can fling off spells in an instant that the most accomplished human mages could never master with years of preparation. What's more, by manipulating the elements of air, they can summon gales, powerful storms, even hurricanes. Luckily, as magic beings, they are vulnerable to silver, yet steel will do them no harm. Okay. Earth Elementals. How to survive an encounter with an Earth Elemental? Simple. Run as fast as you can. Nino Merc, Bounty Hunter. Earth Elementals are made of mud, clay, sand, and rock dust, clumped together with water and brought alive with magic. While seemingly slow and ponderous, these creatures are nevertheless dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Alright, what else is there to see? Owl ghouls. These are the things that seem to hurt me when I attack them. An owl ghoul is basically a badass ghoul. Yarpen Zigrin, dwarven warrior. Owl ghouls differ from normal ghouls in size, strength, and coloring, and most importantly, intelligence. Whereas ghouls and graviers are primitive creatures unfit to plan even the simplest ambush, owl ghouls and their kindred, such as scimitars, are capable of forethought and thus much more dangerous. Say, they didn't seem too smart when we fought them earlier, but who knows? Ignis Fatus. Careful, sir, a monster prowls the bog. Enter the mist and you'll never see them home again. Leslav, peat digger. The monster haunting the peat bogs of Ellen turned out to be an ancient foglet. These are exceptionally long-lived creatures. Some have even dwelt on this earth for over 200 years, growing stronger and stronger all the while. Blows dealt by foglets of such an age carry so much power blocking them is carry so much power blocking them is out of the question. These foglets possess the ability to move extremely quickly, and not even Yurden can slow them down. Furthermore, they can meld completely into the mist, then suddenly rematerialize to strike from behind. Wearing heavy armor or making good use of the Quen sign is highly recommended. Okay, we must have ran into this before, but I don't remember it. I know we've ran into foglets before that can teleport, but an Ignis Fatus? That must be one that can use fire. This ancient foglet proved particularly adept in the art of forming illusions. Only a professional monster slayer skilled with signs and swords could best such a foe. Luckily, Geralt fit that description perfectly. Cyclopses. How about this? We take a big stake, sharpen its tip, jam it into the Cyclops' eye, then sneak out of the cave disguised as a sheep. How's that not a good idea? Odistaka Traveler. Odistaka, Traveler, died tragically on Spikerog, whatever that is. I mean, that sounds like a decent plan to poke out its one working eye and then sneak out of there, although maybe not worry about whether you're disguised as a sheep. Cyclopses can be easily recognized by the single eye located in the center of their foreheads. If, for some reason, that is not visible, other telltale signs are their enormous size, incredible strength, and a seething hatred for all humans. Did I read this? I couldn't tell. Ice Giant. Fled one time in my life from the Ice Giant, and you know what? And I'm not a bit ashamed. Rasmund Valkje. Clan Toradek Oarsman. These are getting so much harder to read as I go along further and further into the story. I feel like I was able to pronounce the names earlier, but now I just cannot. This powerful primeval monster is quite possibly the last of its race. The Ice Giant resembles a man in many respects, but is blue as frost and taller than a tree. Is it taller than a tree? I think there's plenty of trees that are taller than these things. Though it seems capable of reason, all attempts to communicate with it to date have ended in the same way, in a quick and painful death. Got it. So it's not like a troll. Trolls are nice, and you can communicate with them, but Ice Giants are not. Speaking of trolls, here's an ice troll. Ice trolls. Our winter's cold and deep, frostbite eats your feet. Snow falls down and hides the ground, and ice trolls wake from sleep. Folk song heard in northern Cadwin. Climbing to the top of snow-covered peaks is never a safe endeavor. One can slip and fall into a ravine, be buried under an avalanche, or stumble across ice trolls. Unlike the rock trolls found at lower altitudes, these permafrost-dwelling monsters treat every man they encounter as a possible ingredient for a tasty meal. Well, I'm sure if you just talked with them, you could find some common ground. Speaking of trolls, rock trolls. Men must ridly talk, but no tricksy, or troll boom man head. A rock troll dwelling in a cave on Undvik. If while hiking in the mountains you come across a walking stone, do not think your eyes deceive you. Instead, draw your sword, before you stands a rock troll. True, not every encounter with these creatures ends in a fight. While not particularly intelligent, trolls are capable of reason. But it is better to prepare for the worst. Otherwise, your hike might end not on the summit, but in their stew. Yeah, I wish humanity in general would just come to a consensus with all the trolls and befriend all of them. Then it would be great. But oh well. Whamma-wham, we've got one specifically for him. Them's in Walk Troll House. Trolls say outmans, but then they whamma-wham troll rocks. So, troll wham too. Rock troll known as whamma-wham. The rock trolls come across as dim-witted, ponderous, slow, stupid to be frank. It's easy to dismiss them, and even easier to enrage them. When this happens, one's best bet is to run as fast as possible, for an angered rock troll is as deadly as a thundering landslide. This truth held even in the case of the massive rock troll known as Whamma-wham. His every blow struck like a battering ram, meaning one needed either to avoid them entirely or protect oneself with the Quen sign. Its hardy skin meant it was near invulnerable to sword strikes, especially those dealt from behind, where its rock armor is the thickest. The only hope for defeating it lay in taking advantage of its typical troll slowness, especially if further exploited by using the Yurden sign. Well, luckily we didn't have to do any of that, we just reasoned with it. A certain set of Skellige miners learned firsthand just how dangerous rock trolls can be. Ignoring all warnings, they started to mine a rich silver vein in the cave of Whamma-wham called home. They died soon thereafter, crushed or torn to rough bits. This time, a troll's killings were a justified act of self-defense. After all, the Witcher reasoned, every troll's cave is his castle. Doppler. Your package? Your brother picked it up. You two are damn near identical. Hey, where are you running off to? Han Kluger, postmaster. Dopplers, also known as vexlings or changelings, are beings able to take on the form of any humanoid or animal they please. This transformation is no mere illusion, able to be shattered with a simple spell, but an authentic and complete metamorphosis. This means no protective amulets or Witcher medallions will signal a Doppler's presence. They emanate the same aura as the being whose form they have assumed. This, combined with their incredible intellect and cunning, would make Dopplers supreme assassins or thieves, had not nature endowed them with generous and timid spirits, which make them avoid the shedding of blood at all costs. That's really good to know. Yeah, we've met a few Dopplers at this point, or maybe it was just one. Regardless, I've liked them so far. Fiends. I regret to inform your grace that your grace's son fell while hunting a fiend. He died on the spot along with his squire, his guide, the beaters, his peasant's entourage, and his hounds. Kavin Jail, manager of the Vilpian estate near Visma. Fiends are walking mountains of muscle, capped with horned, tooth-filled heads. It's got a third eye there. Like their rare cousin, Bumpkavetches, they live in thick forests, swamps, and bogs. When possible, they avoid humans, but when not possible, they kill them, and without much difficulty. But what's up with the third eye on its head? Leshens. We never hunt in these woods, never. Even if it means the whole village starves. Mulliver. Ealdorman of Hoshberg and Lower Aedern. Leshens dwell in dense primeval woods. Fiercely territorial creatures, they hunt with stealth and cunning as their only companions. They use their inborn magic to control the plants and animals within their territory, and so, when stalking them, half the battle is merely getting near enough to strike. Uh-oh, that's gonna be annoying. Leshens, old enough to earn the appellation Ancient, wield advanced skills and tactics that make them particularly dangerous. This should be interesting to fight against him. Looks like he's weak to Igni, apparently. And bombs and relic oil. Morvud. Ate only the entrails. Fussy. Geralt of Rivia. Wow, it's our own quote here, huh? Though Morvud killed the Skellige warriors without too much trouble, it proved no match for the Witcher. It even tried to save its life by fleeing at one point, but that only delayed its inevitable death by the Witcher's silver blade. Still more to see. Sylvans. Sylvans are cruel, greedy, and treacherous. So this is the one that we found like underneath a place and told him to stop. Tried to come to an agreement with him. Still, I prefer them to Dion? Yavin, well, legendary Scoestial commander. Sylvans and yakshas, a kindred species, are extremely rare woodland creatures whose appearance combines traits of goats and rotund men. These beings usually pose little danger, but they limit their contact with humans to playing harmless, though often bothersome tricks and eating crops from their fields. But I thought the one that we saw was like eating. I thought it was like I thought we had to like stop them from like killing things. So I don't know about that. Woodland spirit, and this should be the Leshen, right? Some monsters are so powerful, local populaces begin worshipping them as gods. Such was the case with the Leshen dwelling in the woods near the Skellige village of Fairland. The elders were absolutely convinced, well, the elder was absolutely convinced the monster watched over them by defending them from their enemies and training their hunters. The Witcher had his doubts, however. Leshens are mean, self-serving creatures, and the Ancient One living in the woods near Fairland was surely no exception. Geralt knew freeing the villagers from their supposed protector's grasp would be no easy task, if he decided to even try. The Leshen, known as the Woodland Spirit, was so powerful as to have mastered the art of marking. This meant the monster had inserted its essence into one of the residents of Fairland. As long as this unfortunate soul remained alive and near the settlement, the Leshen would always be reborn near its lair. Yet, even with the marked one eliminated, killing the Leshen would be no easy task. The monster commanded the obedience of the denizens of the woods. It could thus call on the wolves, ravens, or even the trees themselves for help. That's going to be so annoying to fight. Luckily, it had a weakness as well. It was vulnerable to fire, not born of the Igni sign in particular. Well, I have not upgraded my Igni sign at all, so that's unfortunate. Hymns. Some men have got no good reason to fear their own shadows. Oh no, some men have got good reason to fear their own shadows. Svargmit, an old Skellig druid. Monsters most commonly claim innocence as their victims. Tardy merchants, reckless children, and travelers who wander into dark woodlands out of misplaced curiosity. None of the above fear hymns, however. These wraiths only latch onto particularly despicable individuals who have committed some unspeakable crime. To all others, they remain, so similar to the penitent, to all others they remain completely invisible. When they do show themselves to the one they torment, they appear as a tall, shadow-clad, humanoid silhouette with long, sharp claws. And now, speaking of which, the penitent. I run back inside, hasp the doors, and then I hear it. Someone whispering my name. Mikjal, Mikjal! Mikjal. Eldberg Lighthouse Keeper. It turned out the monster haunting the island of Eldberg and its lighthouse was a rare type of specter known as a penitent. However, wherever this wraith haunts immediately becomes enveloped in a thick fog and darkness, and those that wander into it usually never return. In order to defeat a penitent, one must remain in constant motion in order to avoid being struck by this agile creature, which can disappear and reappear in the blink of an eye to attack from behind. Not unlike a lot of the creatures, though, that we fought. It's not really that unique of an ability. Most importantly of all, however, one must discover what keeps the monster bound to its haunting grounds, and break that bond as soon as possible. So does this mean that we're never going to see another penitent again, since its entry is very tied to the Eldberg situation? With the Lighthouse Keeper's help, Geralt drove the mist from the isle, then dispatched the penitent from our world for good. Now, ships are once again able to sail to Erenbjorn's port, and the Witch's coin pouch grew a little fuller. Plague Maidens. Patients seem to have hallucinations of a woman covered in scabs and boils, with rats scurrying about all around her. These ravings subsided after an administration of henbane and poppy extract. Joachim von Gratz notes. Vilmerius Hospital in Novigrad. When plague ravages a region, a spirit will sometimes walk its lands, a ghost resembling an ill woman whose flesh rots off her bones and in whose wake crawls a cavalcade of rats. No one knows whether this spirit brings the pox with her or is merely drawn to it like a moth to a light. Yet it's certain that she delights in dealing pain and suffering, in hearing the howling and moaning of men. Many have called into question the very existence of plague maidens, or pesti, as they are sometimes called. Peste. Only 2 sightings of such a creature have ever been recorded. both during times of raging epidemic. As the name Plague Maiden suggests, these wraiths take the appearance of females, though exactly why that is remains a mystery. Some speculate they, like other such specters, arise from the powerful emotional charge associated with certain circumstances of death, such as a death preceded by a long and particularly painful illness. Not much is known about how to fight a Plague Maiden, though. One can assume they possess many traits in common with other phantoms and wraiths. They undoubtedly pose a great danger, though a Witcher's immunities should at least prevent him from catching the contagious illness they carry. Great that we have resistance to plagues. That would really suck if we just went through all of our trouble and then it just suddenly caught the plague and died. And had no cure. Catechins. Melitelli? Great Mother, protects us from evil, from unclean devils and foul demons, and most of all, from the clutches of catechins and nukrats. Fragments of her prayer. Catechins and their more dangerous kin, nukrats, are the embodiments of human fear. They hide in the shadows, they feed on blood, they resemble enormous bats, though with long fangs and even longer talons. And, as if that weren't terror enough, they can turn invisible, waiting unseen while dread of their unpreventable attack overwhelms their victims. Sounds terrible. Well, we read the thing. Go talk about the Leshen with the dude. I thought to talk to Harold and Sven. Hopefully the guy in green is not the one that attached you. Hopefully it's just the guy that didn't want it killed.
Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember...
He's only talking about the past with everything.
Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the Woodland spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him. Yet he's what made us invincible. Turned
Probably
us into
not.
great warriors.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The Woodland spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear
How do you know
strong
that?
babes. The power of the Woodland spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual. But aren't witchers made at similar cost?
True, but this is not... It's not doing this for your benefit.
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
Is it possible that he's telling the truth? I mean, what harm could come of trying it his way, right? What harm could come of trying to do what he said? But this Leshen is like killing a whole bunch of them. Surely it's not... Like, I can't imagine that having this Leshen stay around is a good thing. Even if we do try it his way and it does work, and the Leshen's like, okay, I'll stop killing people. Bro, it's not going to stop killing people forever because they already had this pact before and it was still killing people even then. I don't know. Should I try to... I feel like the best answer is to just go kill it, but I want to try it his way, just to be sure.
Fine. I'll try it your way. But if it fails, I'll have to kill the beast.
Wise choice. The spirit will subject you to trial, but you cannot succumb. Succeed in renewing the covenant, and I'll spare no gold in rewarding you. Easy.
Okay, we'll see if he's right.
Nice guy. Hey?
I mean, I find it extremely unlikely considering what we just read about Leshens. How they would never do anything like that and how they're very self-centered. But we'll see. Okay, here we are. Why did we take our... Oh, wolves, that's why. Okay, could these wolves go away, please? Why do I always have to fight wolves for no reason? Ow. They also hurt a lot.
Show me what you got.
Oh my goodness. Just die, please. There we go. Got my health back. He'll use the Quen again. Thank goodness for that ability. I just don't fully understand its parameters. Why does it sometimes work and sometimes not work? That's something I need to know. I still don't know the reasons why it does what it does. Okay. Oh, we needed wolf hearts. I didn't even know that. Well, I was not paying attention to the fact that that was what we needed. I know we needed to, like, give an offering, but I didn't know if it was wolf hearts. Well, let's try it his way. Wait, we can loot this? Hold on. I didn't mean to, I don't know what it just did there. Oh, it's igniting, I think. Alright, place the offerings on the altar. What's happening now? Is it attacking us now? What, you want to eat, birdie? What are you trying to tell me? Are those the eyes of the Leshen? To some extent? That was very interesting. Collect a reward. I don't think the problem's solved, though. It didn't give us any kind of trial. A bunch of birds appeared and then it's done. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. If we go back there and all it is collecting a reward, I'm reloading our save and I'm gonna go kill it. Because I don't trust this. And I wanted to fight the Leshen. Let's see, is he just gonna give me money and be done with it?
The Leshen accepted my offering.
I saw the smoke rise and crows dance in the sky. Everything will return to the old ways.
You'll see in a few days. I've done my part.
Expecting coin, eh? Don't fret. I've got your gold. Take it. You've earned every last bit.
You really want to live in the shadow of a monster? Time is on my way.
You do know young boys will continue to die at the Covenant Stone trying to become hunters. The killing will never end.
I've not paid you to lecture me. You've done your job. It's time you left.
Well, well, Harold. paying the Witcher behind our backs to sod off and let the monster live?
We finished off the other elders. Just one left.
Death's but another stage in the cycle.
Look, they went and killed the elders?
Begone, Witcher, and you can keep your coin.
Yeah, this is none of my business.
You deserve each other.
You one to judge?
Know your place, Witcher. You've dealt with the beast. Time you were
I
on your
haven't.
way.
I haven't dealt with the beast.
Nothing will change, no matter what you do here.
We'll find out for ourselves. You see, it's our fate on the line here. You're just passing through.
Yeah, I'm. I'd rather have just killed the monster, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think. How much? Out of curiosity, how much did I get? 60 crowns. That's not a huge amount of money. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So I reloaded the save. I want to talk to the other dude. Where is he?
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast then. Just as I said.
I don't think that's ordinary. Not so ordinary.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Okay.
Senses.
This guy's very trusting of us, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I like this guy a whole lot more than that other elder, to be honest. I don't like that he just went and killed that elder, but he might have been right about that elder. If we were right about that elder being the one marked, and he did the right thing of killing all the elders.
Come and treat the Jarl with me.
Still, I don't know how he would have known that at that time. Alright, find the person marked by the Leshen with your Witcher senses. Are we just doing it by this noise?
Grant me the strength and wisdom, ye gods.
Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
Her, okay.
Hey there.
So it's just this random lady, huh? There's no way to unmark her? Is he gonna be okay with that? It might be somebody that he knows very well.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster.
Unfortunately, it's not an
And
elder.
no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
Yeah, you could exile the marked one, right? Although, but then wouldn't it just keep respawning on the exiled person?
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village. That's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
We should clarify, it's not the elders.
It's not one of the elders.
Who then?
The woman you were talking to.
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
You won't go with her, and now I can kill the Leshen? No, I'm not gonna butt into his personal issues, and yeah, like I feared, it seems like he knew that person personally, and he probably liked that person personally. But we're not gonna rub it in. Let's just go do our job.
Killing the Leshen won't be easy. Stay out of my way while I hunt. Go to your homes, stay inside. If I don't come back, send someone to Care Trolde.
We'll do as you say. Don't let us down, Witcher.
Alright, here we go. Poor guy, and also poor girl who just has to get exiled
A witcher.
and didn't even know whatever was going on. Because it wasn't her fault. Is this her? No, it's not her. Let me just do this real quick. Wait, where is it? Oh, wrong thing. Where's the thing where I enhance my stuff? Oh no, it's a person. I thought there was a thing where I could enhance my stuff here. Am I wrong? Whatever, doesn't matter. Moving on, let's go kill it. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to leave the problem unsolved.
Begins here.
You're just gonna cause more problems.
Destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
Destroy the totems? Okay. I don't know what the totems are, but let's go see. Probably just things that I use Igni on, and I'd imagine monsters are gonna defend them. Oh, there's the birds. First things first, let's save. Is that it? Does that work? Yep, okay, it does work. Oh. What are those weird sounds? No monsters yet. Trying to defend these things. Oh, this one is defenses though. It's just wolves though. Sorry, wolves. I gotta do it. Alright, burn it. Okay, last one. I wonder what happens if I... Well, actually, sorry. The other objective is approaching the altar, and I'm not doing that. I thought that was where it was. I was wondering what would happen if I just go to where it was without destroying the altars, but I can't even know where it is until then. Find the Leshen by using your wish's senses to follow the sound it makes. Okay. I feel like my Quen doesn't last as long as it used to. Is that just me? Like, look how fast it's going down. Maybe I'm wrong. Regardless. Go and find it. That way, alright. Birds, birds, and more birds. Is he gonna use those to attack us at range? Yeah, it's got its summons. Summoned familiars. All the forest stuff. There we go. Get rid of the wolves. Where's it at? Here? Yep. I don't know how this thing attacks, so I have to be careful. Okay, it just sits there being a mist for a while. Is that what it does? Like, does it ever come out if I just stand here? Yeah, it does. Okay. That was a very lame attack that it just did there. Just held out its hand for a second, and that's it. So I noticed that I'm doing my active shielding, and I don't like that. Because I think it's using up my adrenaline points. I should probably unequip that ability to use adrenaline points to cast skills. I know there's a way for me to like to do a charge up attack of some sort, right? Or a spinning attack. Although I think that's a thing I have to equip in my perks. Why does it deal damage to me when it despawns? What's up with that? Hello? Does it really think I can't see it just because it turned into mist like that? Okay, my shield is at 54%. Yeah, it hurt me. Again, I did the active shield, which wasted all my adrenaline points for nothing. Yeah, so when it despawns, it hurts my shield, but it doesn't hurt that much. So far, this thing is not too difficult to deal with. Come on. Come at me. I dodged, but still ended up hitting me, huh? This guy's honestly a bit of a lame boss. I thought he was gonna spawn a whole bunch of stuff to annoy me while I try to attack him, but he actually hasn't. He just kind of sits here and waits. And then I attack him. And attacks when he leaves too, which is kind of weird. Not the most exciting of bosses, I gotta admit. And like, he's fully visible when you're far away from him. He's only invisible in quotation marks when you're close by. How does that even count as invisibility? With how much they hyped up this thing, I was expecting a bit more trouble than that. But whatever. Yeah, you're harvesting it. I get it. I don't need to rewatch. I don't need to watch that cutscene of him harvesting it.
Roach.
I know what it's about. Alright, collect your reward from Sven. I'm glad we actually killed it though. I wouldn't have been happy with any of the other paths that we took. But again, the bestiary really hyped that thing up. And Geralt really hyped it up, saying it's not an ordinary monster and everything. And that if he doesn't return, you have to get somebody else to deal with it. It's that important. But really, it was nothing. A bit disappointing. Oh my goodness. What happened here? Excuse me? Why did this happen?
Hey! Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
Why did everyone
You rid us
die?
of the beast. We rid ourselves of its accomplices.
The elders?
Don't worry. Our agreement stands.
So no matter
Heard
what, they
your
would go
point,
die.
You did.
You're a murderer? This is none of my business? I mean, to be fair, they were its accomplices. I agree, actually. The elders were allowing this thing to continue to exist and not getting help while it was killing all their people every single year. From now on, now that the elders are gone, they're never gonna have to worry about that kind of thing again. If these elders stayed around, they'd probably find another weird entity and call it their deity and force people to sacrifice themselves to it. So actually, I actually agree with this guy. I'm gonna say this is none of my business.
Peasant squabbles. Just not interested.
Oh, wise words. You're not from here. You can't understand. What are you staring at, people? Justice has been served. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No monsters left round here.
I wonder why they're being so rude to me. I said I wasn't gonna
Respect, Witcher.
go after them for it or anything. And yet they're still very rude to me, even though they were not rude to me earlier? Very confusing. Hello, blacksmith. Anything you got?
Blades, I've got it all. But I'm guessing you're more interested in blades.
Yeah, let's see.
Show me what you got then.
I know that these random people probably don't have anything worth buying, but... Oh, he doesn't even have enough to buy my stuff. But I still want to take a look, just in case. Like, what does he have? What's this? Cured Draconid leather. Crafting component. Yeah, just a bunch of crafting things. A bunch of blueprints that are probably good. But I just don't know if they're worth buying or not. Well, whatever.
So long.
At this point,
Fair winds and follow.
if they're not Gwent cards, I honestly have not much reason to buy anything these days.